There's been a murder, but it's not the movie industry. Let's talk movie. And this week, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery follows Father Judd, played by Josh O'Connor, after a death in the church intrigues the likes of Mr. Benoit Blanc onto the case to solve this murder. The cast is a lot better in my opinion than the second one. Here you have the dynamic between Father Judd, played by Josh O'Connor, and Detective Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig. But you also have the amazing likes of Josh Brolin as Monsignor Wicks, Glenn Close as Martha, Jeremy Renner as Dr. Nat. Some honorable mentions: Thomas Hayden Church, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott. The list goes on, and even some Rian Johnson classics like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Did you find the cameo? It was also nice seeing Noah Segan again, because it feels like he is such a staple for Rian Johnson as well, especially a staple for these Knives Out films. Can't just be Benoit Blanc all the time. Although you would think that with that type of accent that Benoit Blanc has, it would get annoying, right? Especially after the third movie. But no, I want more.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
I especially loved his one-liners. Actually, you can call him Monsignor. Monsignor Jalapeno. There's a hidden doorway right over there. Oh, well, go to town, Father Brown. Detective, you think you could use this as evidence? Well, I have no clue, but right now I gotta take a doo-doo. Another way that this Knives Out makes it a little more distinct from the other two is that we get a little more developing story at the beginning. So we get to see a little before the murder. And I feel like a lot of the time that happens as we're unraveling the whodunit, right? Though here it's a little different because you get that first inciting incident of, okay, this guy's dead. But let's get back a little bit as to how we got here. And I think this cast worked off each other so well. You have first Father Judd and Benoit Blanc, then you have Martha with Dr. Nat and Thomas Hayden Church's Samson, as well as the other members of the flock, and also how the flock interacts with Monsignor Wicks, played by Josh Brolin. This Knives Out is the longest Knives Out, but not by much, only by like an extra 5 minutes. But sometime in the middle, it does kind of feel that way. Like it almost feels like parts of it were kind of dragged out. Though I'll be the one and say that this one, in my opinion, is better than Glass Onion. Don't get me wrong, the casting and the story was still great, but I felt like this one was stronger and at the same time a little weaker. The reason I'll say it was weaker was because I felt that when we were introduced to the flock of characters, the flock of disciples of this church, I felt like I know exactly who did it. I just couldn't prove it yet. So it had me there thinking, like, how are we gonna get to this? And with these films, that is my favorite part. Just all of the unraveling, or as Benoit Blanc likes to say, his dramatic checkmate. And this is truly one of Rian Johnson's gifts. Putting this story together almost backwards or in different shambles is so masterful. Even when you think you have the pieces of the who actually done it, he shows you in a different way, like, you were close, but let me show you why it's actually this. I especially love watching the Knives Out movies more than once, because seeing those shots or seeing certain things that you didn't see on your first run that make more sense to the unraveling of who done it is so cool to me. Like, that is part of the movie magic that makes me want to watch this movie so many more times. Like, what did I miss? Even going down to like simple cameos or things that you thought you saw but actually see something differently now. It's such a good thought-provoking film where you're like, all right, let me put my tinfoil hat on. Who done it? And I like how even they break the fourth wall of this type of movie, like a who done it game. And yeah, it's really fun, because you can bet your ass that in the movie theater, I would be the guy to be like, I know who did it. I just can't prove it yet. Oh, sorry. If you're on Netflix, go see it, because you can just go right there. And that's Netflix's plan. It's like how I said earlier that this movie is quite the murder, but not of the movie industry. But it will murder your mind on who done it, because this is so good. This is a perfect way to cap off the year, I gotta say, as one of the best movies, maybe, who knows? But I want to hear your thoughts if you saw Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. I loved it. I hope you did too. Let me know in the comments below. And in case I don't see you good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace!